Hello, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to take a look at some new old stock stuff. This is a new old stock set of Torx screwdrivers made by CHANNELLOCK. And these are made in USA, which is kind of exciting, and they have pretty robust plastic handles. We did take a look at some screwdrivers kind of at the same vintage in a previous video. That'll be up there in the corner if you're interested. But let's get into these Torx screwdrivers. I'm kind of interested to see how they compare. Let's just off the top here, let's look at high torque handles, custom heat treated alloys, black oxide coated, precision machine tips, and we have a T10, a T15, a T20, T25, and a T30. So that's kind of cool. These are made in USA, and CHANNELLOCK is out of Meadville, Pennsylvania. So I don't know if these are made there. If anybody makes these things, let me know. I'd be kind of curious to know. So let's get them open. Alright, so here we go. We got them open. Right off the bat, because we looked at the screwdrivers earlier, I can see kind of the same thing here, where there's two styles of set for the tool. And what I mean is, if you can look through the plastic, you can see that that's got two flat pieces that are captured by the plastic when the metal is set in the plastic. The difference is this has a whole bunch of splines. So that's just interesting. I wonder if this has better torque properties because it's for the larger size, or if it's just whatever's this handle size, that's how they set it. I don't know. But that was kind of interesting. So comparing these to other Torx, set I have here is I have the Bondhus or Bondhaus. I don't know how you say it. They are made in America as well, made in US. And you can kind of see these wear. So let's just look at the T10. We'll compare both. So this is longer, which is nice. This is a hexagon shape, but this is a lot more robust. So you can see, like, the shank on this is much thicker. And most of everything that you're going to use, it's not like the head of the screw is going to be smaller than this shank, so that actually is nice. The diameter of the handle is significantly different. You can see there. So you get a lot more leverage and torque out of this. Down to T10, that may or may not be the best thing, but you know, moderation. This is a nice square handle that you can get some torque on, and this is also a square handle. We'll look at the T30. It's a little easier to see with the T30, but that's interesting. The quality of the Torx, let's get them both in frame. You can see this T10 has use on it. They're both crisp and nice. The downside with these Bondhus is they're all rubber, which is kind of nice, but depending on what you're working on, they really suck up the dirt, and if you're around oils and stuff, the rubber gets kind of nasty. So having something plastic to use for those jobs will actually be pretty nice. Now let's see here, T15. So T15 is still the smaller size in that, but on Bondhus they went up in size. But you can see the smaller CHANNELLOCK handle size is actually comparable to the Bondhus. It's pretty close to the same diameter, but length again, Bondhaus, I don't know, it's H-U-S, so we'll go with Bondhus. They're just longer, you know. Shank size is bigger on the CHANNELLOCK. Now let's go to the medium size handle for the CHANNELLOCK. The OD is definitely bigger on that. than the Bonhus, for sure. And same thing there. These are all shorter, which is normally okay for most things. I just tend to like longer screwdriver handles or screwdriver shanks. The T30 now, this one, I think the diameter of the Bonhus is a little bit bigger. The handle is longer, you can see. But that's not saying anything bad necessarily about the channel lock. It's just different. Let's get that in frame. You can see that is quite a bit bigger on the Bonhus there. But that rubber can be a deal breaker depending on what you're working on. It's a decent set of screwdrivers, so if you're in the market for them. I believe, I don't know if CHANNELLOCK made security Torx. Bonhus did. You can see that's a security Torx there. A lot of things take security Torx, like the Milwaukee batteries. If we're working on them, it's surprising how many things have a security Torx on them. So that is not this set, but that's okay. The plastic on the handles on these, I think, is going to hold up very well if you expose it to oil and everything else. And you can tell this is not a cheap junk plastic. It's actually a decent quality one that shouldn't shatter if the tools get a little bit abused, or if you do something stupid with a pair of pliers. It should be okay for a minor amount of that. So I hope this was interesting. I just picked these up. I saw them. Figured Made in USA tools on clearance. Might as well. So as always, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have a set of these, how they held up for you. Kind of curious, and if you know anything about exactly where they're made in USA. I would like to know that as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day.